Libra or Libra cross watcher. This is a message for you guys. There's something here about someone who's trying to figure something out regarding you, unless it's reversed. Trying to decode, in a way, decode your situation, decode how you're going to do something, decode how you're doing something. I'm hearing Dakota. Yeah, decode. Emphasis on the letter D. It's almost, you know what it reminds me of? Have you ever been to an escape room? Escape room. Well, if you haven't, I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit about it. I've been a few times. Escape rooms, I really love them. They're actually really cool. You have different ones, and usually they have themes, and some of them can be very difficult to get out of. In fact, there's been several I haven't gotten out of. Like, until the timer goes off, I don't get out of it. It's just a lot, you know, it's just a whole lot of codes, and the level of difficulty definitely depends on if you get out or not. I think someone's trying to figure out either how they can help you out of a situation, help you through it, or how on earth you always seem to get help through it. So if it's like an enemy or someone who is an op, they may be thinking, you know, like, it's almost like a little despair. They may be feeling a little disparaged or something during this time, because maybe you're smiling a little brighter today, or you seem like something isn't getting to you, but they've really been trying. They could be trying to figure out almost like how you do it, or how can they make it where you never smile again. So it could be that. Others of you, it's someone who's trying to figure out how they can help you through something, or help you with something, or possibly get you the help that you need. You know what I mean? Like, if someone sees you suffering greatly with something, or maybe you're just a bit overwhelmed and there's just a whole lot on you and you're having a hard time kind of either coping with it all or balancing it all out, unless it's reversed and this is you trying to help another. Brainstorming kind of how to. You know, there's this idea of like this help here showing up, like, I want to help you. I got that also in Virgos. It was similar, a little different tone here, but very similar. I want to help you. I want to provide support, even if it's just emotional support, you know. So you as well, you may want to watch the Virgo message. They had a very similar one where I picked up on 2 different groups of Virgos. I'm also getting that here. You have 2 different groups of Libra showing up to this video today. You have some that are your ops and some that are your supporters, some that want to show up for you, be there for you. They wish there was more that they could do. Maybe their hands are tied in some way. They're busy, they're preoccupied, they have things going on. There's only so much they can do to help, but they can also offer advice, or they can point you in the right direction, or, you know, even if it's legal, you know, it's whatever it is, like that, or just be there for you, be a shoulder for you to cry on, someone for you to rely on and speak to that you can trust. So you have that. And then again, you have the ops here who are like trying to figure out how maybe you seem a little bit unbothered by something. You hear the house settle? You seem a little unbothered by something. They figured you would crack by now. Again, cracking the code. They're trying to figure you out. They're literally like somebody's like studying you. They're either studying you or studying your situation and what you're being dealt. Again, just to kind of recap here, trying to figure out how you're getting through it and how they can make it where you won't get through it, or studying how to help you through it. How can they provide some sort of support or advice or something like that to let you know you're not alone. You don't have to do this on your own. There's relief in some way. I think this is Madeline. Mad. It has something to do here with, I'm also hearing meddling. Meddling. Someone is meddling in your business. But it doesn't have to be a negative thing. Man, I cannot talk. They are just getting with my speech today. Either they are meddling in your business, your situation, whatever, because, again, they want to help. Or they're meddling because they want to see if what they've done or what they know is happening has affected you. And when they arrive on the scene and they see that it hasn't, and it isn't, or at least you're putting on a good poker face, like maybe they think you're faking it, I don't know. They are trying to like brainstorm another way or something else to kind of hit you harder. You know what I mean? Like you've got it all here. You've got everything showing up for you. You hear Kaylani? She's barking. She's just trying to warn me. She's my little alarm clock. So yeah, escape room. The hardest escape room that I was ever in, I think, had to do with a pig. You guys know what I'm talking about? It had to do with a pig. I don't remember it very well because it was super difficult. There was a Christmas one as well that I went to, and that was very difficult. And then there was like a dinner for two, and me and my daughter completed. That was pretty fun. That was easy. But the Christmas one was hard, and the pig one was the worst. It's like policing you. Yeah, it does remind me of Virgo's message when I picked up on monitoring. It's like somebody monitoring you, monitoring your situation. Or maybe they feel that you need to be monitored in some way, you need to be looked after in some way, or something like that. Or maybe that you should be looking after another. It could be that. There's actually a lot of ways this could go. 1 second. Anyway, guys, sorry. Yeah, you are definitely being monitored. So definitely watch the Virgo message. But yeah, you're being watched and observed greatly. Oh, resume timer. 4:22 on the clock. Yes. Today, right now, during this message, probably in this video, during this time that you're watching this, you're being watched yourself, or you're being thought of at least heavily. It's like a study subject. I feel like you are, unless you're studying something, but it feels like you're a test subject or you're a study subject, or someone's like really interested in what you've got going on. Again, some it's in a positive way. They just want to be of help or of service, or they are trying to help you come up with ways that you can be of help and service to another or to others or something like that. But there's the others, you know, the ops here who are, yeah, boy, they're like really intently watching. I mean, in every way you could watch a person, slowing it down, speeding it up, screenshotting, zooming in, zooming out, listening to you when they sleep, watching you when they sleep, driving by, like if it's possible. I mean, any and every way they can. It's like you're being investigated. It's like an investigation. Why would someone who, well, in general, I guess, but why would anyone observe you this closely? I think there's two obvious reasons. One, same as Virgo's message, because they care. They care about your situation, they care about you, and you got a lot on your plate. They don't think anyone should have to deal with that much. Or because they want to see if something's working, if it's affecting you, or if it's done anything yet. I don't know. It'd be like if somebody, like, I don't know, sent a little abracadabra your way, and then they're just trying to see if it worked, you know? Like, wow. It's just like, is it working? Is it working yet? How has it not worked? What else can I do? You know what I mean? Like, you're definitely, it's, you know what this also reminds me of? I'm getting a visual now of art, really, when someone paints a subject, possibly like a muse. They put this muse on a pedestal and they paint it, or they draw it. They make it look as similar as they can to the image that they're observing. They spend a lot of time doing that, you know, a lot of time observing it to get it exactly right. Oh. They're like a professional now in you, or a professional in your situation, whatever's going on in your life. They could even be considered a professional in it because they've dealt with it so long. Example, let's say you take care of a dementia patient for an extended period of time. You're probably going to be well knowledgeable about dementia because you've been around it for so long, and so you can kind of see it. You can see the signs, you learn all the tactics, or anybody, a caregiver in general. Caregivers learn a lot of tactics on how to take care of people. That is a very rough job. It's a very rough job, and they should be super blessed because it's very hard to be a caretaker for somebody. That's difficult. So you would know how to take care of somebody who suffers from whatever they're suffering from, because you are there in morning and night, inside and out. Like, you know exactly what you need to do. There's that, right? You know who to call, which doctors, which medicines, which positions for the body, you know, the things that will help them stimulate their brain or whatever disease or person or situation you're dealing with. You become a professional at it, and then sometimes you still get overwhelmed. Just like caregivers need care too, right? And so there could be that here, where somebody who's been caregiving and been so selfless, they need love and support as well. And it's about receiving that in return, because it could be telling on them. It could be making their body weak. It could be making them tired and drained from just day in and day out working, because they don't really get breaks, caregivers, especially if you're caregiving for a family member. But then you have people that will be like a professional in you because they are obsessed, just like the Virgo message I was picking up on, because they do nothing but observe. That would be like an investigator type situation where unless this person's getting paid for it and it's their job, if they spend, boy, I'm telling you, I need a new seat. It's like a creaky old front porch chair, or what do you call that, like a swing? Like a chair that creaks when you sit in it. I see a chair on a porch or on a patio, like on a concrete section outside of a front door, and it's just like, when you sit in it, just, you know, just creaky, or creaky old door or something. Anyways, so I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, they observe you, but unless somebody does it for a profession, they're doing it because they're obsessed with you and they are in opposition. They're an adversary. So they study their target. Yeah, so it could be some like criminal activity going on also around you, or maybe just in your neighborhood, your area. There could be like an uptick in crime. It's things that have been studied before they were whatever. They were studied first. The building was studied first, the people were studied first, the house was studied first, the people were studied first, the person was studied first. The mannerisms, the verbiage, the handwriting, I mean, everything's been studied. It'd be like forensics, you know, something like that, unless you guys are like really into that and you're watching like true crime, or you're watching like Forensic Files or something, I don't know. But yeah, or we just have crooks here. You know, there could be some crooks that are yeah, doing some not so great things, or at least planning it, but that doesn't mean that it won't get intercepted by spirit, because I definitely think it will. In fact, like today, in some way. Could be an energetic thing up front. It's being seen. They're seeing you, and the universe is seeing them, and they're observing you, and the universe is observing them. Eyes on you, eyes on them. Especially if they have cruel intentions to hurt you or something, or do something, you know, nefarious. So, I mean, that's what I feel. So, all right, guys, that's what we got. Escape room. Locks, codes, passwords, things like that, or just outright cracking the code of a situation or a person, figuring them out, figuring out their situation, figuring out everything in order to benefit or in order to cause harm. All right, guys, thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.